Hey everybody, Simasickless here, bringing you another Collection Corner video. Today we're going to do things a little differently. Normally these videos are so I can show off like collections within my collection, like a group of movies within my movie collection. But today what I'm going to do is answer some questions, because not only do I get questions asking about my movies a lot, a lot of people want to see like all my anime or all my horror or something like that, but a lot of people ask me questions just about my my collection in general. Today will be a three-parter. I'm going to point out, I'm going to talk about my shelving. I'm going to talk about my number cards, how I made those, and I'm also going to talk about how I put my movies away. All questions that have been asked me many times, I have answered. I'm pretty sure I've answered all of them before in like other videos, like here and there. Sometimes my bought and watch, or sometimes in my message to the viewer videos. But today I'm going to do just a video dedicated solely to those three things, to the most common questions I get asked. So here we go. So a lot of people ask me where it is that I get my shelving, and today I'm going to tell you. These 8 large shelves right here, these I all got at Best Buy. They are fantastic shelves. I love them. They are just as deep as a DVD. You can fit a ton on these. They are fantastic. Only thing about these are, they are now discontinued. They were made by Atlantic, and they do not make these anymore. They used to range around $150 each, which was a lot of money, but they were great shelves. Had to get a bunch of them, but like I said, sadly, they are no longer made, so you won't be able to get those anymore. These shelves here, these are also made by Atlantic. They are the new model that has replaced the old model. These are not nearly as good as the old original model. They, first of all, they're not as deep. As you can see, these they do work really well for VHS tapes because they are the exact depth of a VHS tape. But what that means is when you put a DVD or Blu-ray into them, they stick out a bit, which isn't necessarily a big deal since these shelves are actually made for DVDs and Blu-rays. I mean, they're made to stick out that way. It just doesn't look as nice. It's not as clean looking. These are definitely made a lot more shoddily than the original model. They just come off a lot cheaper. I guess due to the they're not so deep and everything, that they probably save on material. Atlantic saves on material. Which, on the plus side, these are cheaper. I guess from their, them saving material, they can charge a lot less. These range around $100 as opposed to $150 the original models went for. I got these at Best Buy. I have 3 of them. I have these 2 right here. And then I got this empty one over here so you can get a better idea what they look like. So they're okay. Again, just not the greatest shelves in the world, but they work. I recommend if you buy these, do not put the top shelf on. It doesn't hurt the integrity. These are very sturdy. They're not going anywhere. But if you leave that off, you can fit a whole extra row of DVDs up here. Otherwise, the only thing you fit in here is a CD. Kind of stupid the way they set that up, but at least if you leave it off, you can add a whole extra row of titles, which is nice. And again, like I said, it doesn't hurt the actual integrity or sturdiness of the shelves. As you can see, these up here, I left them off there, and I can fit a whole extra row. It's pretty nice. So if you're really looking to get something, again, you can get these for $100 at Best Buy. So if you really need something, I'd say pick them up. They're not horrible. They're just not the greatest. The small row of shelves here, got that at Kmart. This was $50. Got that one, and I have this empty one over here. Again, $50 at Kmart. Decent price. They hold a lot. If you're looking for a smaller shelf, I'd recommend these. These are also made by Atlantic. They are basically just the smaller version of the original Atlantic shelves, the ones I really like. They are as deep as a DVD. They're really nice, and like I said, these are still being made. You can get these at a lot of different places, I think, but I got these at Kmart. $50, pretty good deal. These 2 tall narrow shelves right here, got these at IKEA. They're pretty great. They're not the best, especially for the price you're getting. These cost me around $40 or $50. They range in different prices depending on what color you get. This here's the black model. You can get them in like white and red and some I think you can get like paisley, some pretty funky colors and designs. But depending on what colors you get, you'll be paying like $10, $20 more. I think these were the cheapest ones they had, which is perfect because they fit the same colors as the rest of my shelves. So yeah, you do pay a little bit for them, and you're not getting a lot of space, but they look great and they make great end caps. So for decorative purposes, they're pretty decent shelves. But if you're just looking for something for space-wise, if you're looking for a shelf that gives you a lot of shelf space, these aren't the best. Again, IKEA, $40, $50. They're not bad. This wide shelf right here, got this at Big Lots. This only cost me 40 bucks, which is a pretty decent deal. Again, if you're looking for a smaller shelf, these are very well made. I forget what company makes these, but I believe they come in like 2 or 3 different colors. I think you can get them in like white, like a wood, and then this black color. They're pretty decent. You know, again, just as thick as or as deep as a DVD and Blu-ray. Very well made. You know, similar to the Atlantic ones, sort of. I mean, not made by Atlantic, and definitely, you know, different width and stuff, but they're great. Again, 40 bucks at Big Lots, you really can't beat that. And then lastly are my VHS towers. These you're not going to be able to find anywhere. They don't make these anymore. You can go online and buy these. They do go for a little bit though. I went online back in the day looking for these on eBay and stuff, and people were trying to sell these for like 50 bucks, which is ridiculous. Plus then you got to pay shipping and handling, which as you can imagine is a lot. They're not very heavy, but you got to put them in a big box, so shipping and handling could be a pain. I found these both. I have 4 of them. I used to actually have more, but I got rid of some. So found all 4 of these at a Goodwill. I believe they cost me like $5 each. You probably find them cheaper than that. So I would recommend, if you really want to get some of these, to go to your local Goodwills and other pawn shops and thrift stores and even flea markets. You can probably pick these up at. And when you do find them, you will get them for a pretty good price because nobody wants these anymore. You know, they're great. They hold you know, big clamshell cases. And if you're really lucky, you can find ones like this, which hold clamshell cases sideways, and then you can also, you can see there, you can put a you know, VHS in there and a VHS in there, and they all just stick out, so you can, you know, double up your VHS tapes. You want to put regular paper case VHS tapes in. So these are great, but like I said, you're going to have to go and hunt these down. I only come across these every now and then. They're kind of prized in the VHS world, so I recommend getting some of these. They're great, but good luck finding them. So that's it for my shelves. Hope that helps. Hope you all have now a good idea of where you can get these. And, you know, unfortunately, you can't get these anymore, but all the rest you can pick up. So hope that helps. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. So let's talk now about my letter markers. These are great. A lot of people ask me, you know, did I buy them? And if so, where? Or did I make them? And if so, how? Well, the answer is I made them myself. They are very easy to make. As you can see, all it is a simple, just a thin DVD case. That is all that is. And then I made my own paper inserts for them. You can pick up these cases. I got these at Radio Shack. I believe they came in packs of 25 for $9.99, which is a pretty decent deal. You can order them offline in bulk for a lot less. You can get like 50 of them for that price. The only problem is if you order from offline, you don't really know what you're getting. There's many different models of these. Some are better than others. Some come with really cheap plastic. Some don't snap shut very well. So if that's not a problem, I would say order them offline because you can get them really cheap. But for me, wanted to make sure I had the best quality ones. So went to Radio Shack, picked them up. Great deal. And they're very easy to make. You just simply have to make a template, which I'll show you right now. So as you can see, just made a template in Photoshop. Very easy to make. Looks like the measurements were about 10.5 by 7.25. If you need the exact dimensions, I can let you know, but all you need to really do is pull out, if you have a DVD that comes in a thin case, just pull out the insert for that and measure it. So made this very simple, just you know, added some guidelines here to where I want stuff, just basically measured out to the middle, and then, you know, obviously here's the spine, and these are the bottoms of the DVD case, so you just, you know, wherever you want to place your letters. So it's very easy, just type A and, you know, and then print, and then all I gotta do is highlight it and just, you know, put in B, and then, you know, print it, you know, move it to center if you want, but then just press print again, and there you go, and you just keep doing that and cutting them out. What I would recommend though is you can see here I put a little like black border line around there. That way when you print this out, you know where to cut, because this obviously will not be the exact dimension of your paper, so you'll need a guideline. So I would definitely recommend you do that. So very simple to make, very easy. So as you can see, they look pretty nice. I really like how these came out. The reason why I decided to make them myself is because you can find these online. I was able to find them online, just regular like letter marker cards. The only problem was they only came in A through Z, which was fine, but as you can see here, I like having one for my numbers, and then even over here I made one for my soundtracks. This one right here is for CDs that come with DVDs, so I like being able to choose, you know, what you want. You can make these whatever you want. If you want to title them by genre, or, you know, by film companies, whatever, you can make whatever you want. You know, it gives you the freedom to do that, and they look really nice. So Very simple to make, and I hope you all have fun making them. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Now, a lot of people ask me, how hard is it to put away a new title? People just assume that due to the size of my collection, it's very difficult and takes a very long time to put away a new title. But actually, it's very easy. I have everything separated by like A's, B's, C's, D's, E's, and so on. But within each section, they're not alphabetized. So it's actually very easy. Like, let's say today I picked up Explorers. You just come down here to the beginning of F. You simply just got to move the first title in F. And then put this in the back. Come down here to G. Move the first title in G. Put that in the back. Go over here to H. Move the first title in H. Just then put the G in the back. And just so on and so forth. You just keep going. Very simple. It takes about 5 minutes to put something away. Just simply because they're not alphabetized. You don't have to worry about where you're putting it within each section. So very simple. And at the same time they are sort of alphabetized, so I can still find stuff, like I said, all the G's and H's and everything together. So if I need to find a title like Happy Days, I just gotta come over and look through all my H's, and then boom, there they are. So very simple, very easy. Again, takes about 5 minutes to put something away. I love it. So I hope that might have cleared up some questions you guys had and give you a better look into my collection. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask, and thanks for watching.